We will be back in some form. We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. You are.
All right. I'll be Patriots out there kicking ass, taking names. Welcome to the party, folks, to PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter. Where we at? What we got going on? Jesus, they're coming after me. Dealing with this for the last 30 minutes of my freaking life. There has been a new type of technology with AI that they're using for censorship, and I'm having to adapt. I feel like it's 2020 all over freaking again, except it's a little bit harder, actually. So welcome to the party. So Dallas is in the studio. I'm going to fast forward some time. While I'm doing this, hey, if our awesome mods and admins, give it up to them. They kick ass and take names. And they're going to be putting out our donation link. Let me tell you something. We made it. We made it through 2025, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I am on a digital arc, okay? I'm telling you right now, save it for later. You will know what exactly is going on. Let me bring in Dallas up in this camp. What's up, brother? Oh, Lordy. Hey, this is our first day show of 2026, my brother. So let's go ahead and document this. This is January 2nd of 2026. For those that are looking at this, thousands and thousands of years later on. And but that was some pretty cool sound, visual effects there. Somebody just went through your screen, baby. I'm not used to that.
Through my head. It's my wife.
Okay, cool. As long as you don't have a gun to your head, I'm straight. Because I was thinking like, the Mossad's hanging out behind there, got you holding you hostage. But that's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a lot of things are going on in the UK. Of course, we know about Iran. We've been reporting on Iran. Man, I'm out of my box. If I can be honest and real and transparent with everybody right now. 2026 for me personally is probably it blows my mind that we've even made it here to this point based upon what we're battling, Dallas.
100%. It's been a battle every step, and I'm amazed that we're in 2026. I'm amazed that we haven't seen more accountability and things like that. But at the same time, are you really surprised? Probably not. But it's sure is interesting how things do and don't go, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I think it should also renew a lot of spirits as well, because here's the sad truth. I don't know if they've got what now, maybe not even Dad, burn it. They didn't log me out of everything, Dallas. I'm sorry. You know how I am, man. I'm OCD about this stuff, and totally Warren knows that definitely about me. I mean that in a total good way, but I got to show this because I'm in the middle of transition. How about that? No, not like that. Okay, I shouldn't even said that. That's the worst thing I could have ever said right now because somebody's going to clip it. I'm changing over to. We got freaking 4 days before the statute of limitations ends on these elite arrests, and I hope you understood that loud and clear. Okay, I didn't realize that. But there's so much going on, man. It's hard to keep up with everything. You know what I'm saying? Take a listen to this real quick and tell me what you think, Dallas.
Don't get it confused. Don't get it twisted. J6 statute of limitations runs out in 5 days. Pam Bondi doesn't have one person in jail, not one person arrested, none of them even investigated, right? It's over. 5 more days. Then what's going to happen? You think this Nick Shirley video about the Somalians fraud is blowing up? Wait until you see the people asking for Pam Bondi's resignation. And honestly, maybe that's why she's there. Maybe she was put there to do nothing. Now they're going to throw her out. And we're going to say, well, we replaced her, right? But in fact, what did we get done? Nothing, right? 5 more days, Pam Bondi. We're all out here watching. Let's see what you're going to do.
Well, Chaz, that's exactly what I've been saying since Friday of last week or Monday of this week. Is I caught wind of that last week, and everyone that was a part of the J6, unselect committee that just literally stomped and spit on our J6ers' constitutional rights and their due process, of a fair trial. I mean,
right.
They absolutely just spit all over the Constitution and our country and our citizens, and not one of them is going to be held accountable. Not one of them. I mean, they haven't been censored. They haven't been, kicked off the committees. They're still great. They're collecting their paycheck and making their millions behind the scenes on, insider trading. And I had this reality last night, Chaz. All this fraud and some, with the Somalians. They didn't figure that out on their own, Chaz. Somebody inside of the government showed them and taught them how to do that. I mean, that is an inside job, if I've ever seen an inside job, because you have inspections, you have inspector generals, you have city officials, you have, city inspectors, you have comptrollers that sign off on the licenses and the agreements. Plus, you got the people that write the checks, to send the money to the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars to these nonprofits and these child care centers and Medicaid center. It is 1,000% an inside job, which means it's our government. Our government is in charge of all of this fraud, and until somebody is held accountable.
I'm about to throw you a curveball. Keep on going because you're going to trip. You probably already know what's going on the backside. Nick Shirley, is he part of the Mossad? Is he a Mossad? That's what they're starting to say now. People are saying that around the Patriot, different rooms and things like that. And I'm like, wow, and honestly, could that have been why they did this? So they could pass, like they always do, legislatively behind the scenes, big dog, because that's what it seems like. What was that? The 5.3 million, something crazy, astronomical money, not going in America, but going like to Ukraine and going also
it's 600 million.
Sorry, illegal, my bad.
Well, and 6 billion to Israel.
Oh,
for fighter jets on top of the 600 million that we just sent Israel, on top of the 800 million we sent to Ukraine. Like, Chaz, I don't know that about Nick, but I definitely that thought crossed my mind.
Because as a distraction piece, it's a hell of a distraction, or what more, the taxes gone. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is going to be the Boston Tea Party this year of 2026. Okay. We're going to have our version of that, man. And if they don't want things to get really crazy, their ass better get their head out of it, and they better make an arrest. Then show we the people that we are going in the right direction. I mean, we're beyond saying, hey, we need to replace her. Bullshit. She needs to go arrest some motherfucker. Pardon my French. Sorry. Ooh, that was bad.
Well, they slip out every now and then, Chaz. Or she needs to be arrested because at this point, she's complicit, right?
Yes.
I mean, you can't be the one in charge and not do anything and not be complicit with the corruption and the fraud and the crime. And by this point, she's complicit. Chaz, what happened to the hundreds of thousands of sealed indictments? Somebody explain that to me, right? 5 years ago, damn near 10 years ago, right? 2016, 2017, 500,000 sealed indictments. Each indictment has 90 indictments inside of it. So you're talking about 1 billion indictments. Not one of them has been unsealed. Not one of them has been carried out. Not one person has been arrested. They've been subpoenaed and called in front of Congress, but half of them don't show up. And the ones that do, nothing happens, Chaz. Nothing. There's a reckoning coming. And, it's the guy out of Canada. We played one of his videos the other day. He is being searched by Tel Aviv, Israel, which is not good. But he was talking about, the whole tax thing and all that stuff, and that we can correct this without a single shot being fired, right? I'm not calling for violence. I'm not calling for, blood in the streets. I'm just saying, don't file your taxes. That will cripple our government, and that will force.
You really think it will cripple at this point with the tariffs now that Trump has gotten? I mean, that's a lot. They're going to have to redirect funds is what's going to happen. They're going to have to if they want to sustain the government.
Well, all I know is that our tax dollars aren't going to anything that we agree to or want. Sure. They're going to foreign countries, and they're going to fraud perpetrated and instigated by our government. Because again, I'm not saying that Somalian people aren't smart, but there's no way you come from another country and you figure out the ins and outs and the ways around all of the governmental institutions to rob and defraud the American people of literally billions of dollars. That is an inside job, and that's our tax dollars being funneled and laundered and stolen directly from us. Because again, Chaz, I mean, you have, if nothing else, you have city inspectors, right? Again, I have friends, I have clients that run daycares. They get spot inspected at least once a quarter, meaning just randomly somebody from the city shows up and they inspect the licenses, they inspect the property, they inspect the children, they inspect the teachers, the backgrounds. They go through inspections, sanitary inspections, food safety, all that stuff. You're telling me that these daycares and Medicaid centers and health centers have been running for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, breaking in millions and millions of dollars every year, and they've never been audited, they've never been inspected? That only happens if the corruption goes all the way to the top, and the city, the state, and the federal level. So that corruption, and that's what you asked about, Nick. How did he break this, and how did he get? I mean, he went from. I mean, I knew who he was.
And
right?
I'm going to tell you right now, this happens. This is the recipe every freaking time. Someone comes out of absolute nowhere. Okay, from a social media standpoint, I'm just going to be real with you. That's impossible unless you didn't have some hella help. And it ain't from people pushing the stuff out. It's from them unlocking algorithms for this account to be able to be shot up. The only other people that have this kind of power would be Elon Musk and X itself, just to be real, or it is a compromising situation where X is somewhat compromised by Israel. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's what it looks like to me. And if Elon Musk is watching this, prove me wrong. Show us how this happened on the backside with this. I think that's legitimate. This is legitimate to say this.
Yeah.
And so we can, hey, you know what? Prove me wrong. That's all I'm going to say. But guess what? No one has come forward yet. No one.
But it goes back to the depth of the
There's a pathway of censorship. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it goes back to the depth of the fraud, right? Like, do we hate Somalians because they're defrauding the people? No, not now, because there's no way they did this on their own, Chess. There's zero probability that they figured this out.
Is what it comes down to. It was coming out on the backside somewhere to somebody. Obviously, Omar, and then Omar is probably members of Congress. Okay.
Yeah, but it goes deeper than that, because Omar's only been in office for what, 4 years, 5 years?
So 2019 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe? No,
so 6, right? Okay. But it's been going on longer than that. So this fraud has been being perpetrated. But Nick comes out, and now it's all about the Somalians, right? And we hate the Somalians. Deport them all. No, it's not. If they're here illegally, I want them out of my country. If they're here legally, cool, you get to stay. But this isn't about Somalians. This is about embedded intrinsic fraud at the highest levels of our government.
100%. Hey, this is Mexico. Just got hit by a huge earthquake. Check this out. This is some video. Watch the camera. Man, the camera just goes crazy. Yeah. Look at the ripple.
What part of Mexico is this?
So this is. I'm gonna play it. I'll cut it back. We're not 6.2 magnitude. Just struck northwest of Aluto de los Libres, Mexico. Here's the map. This is where it hit.
So it's over on the Pacific side, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah. That's a big earthquake.
That's 6.2, big dog. Yeah, exactly. That's sizable. That is totally sizable. Well, this is also totally sizable. This is going to piggyback, Dallas, on what you've just been talking about. Hey, we're here to share the truth. This is where our money is going to. Yep. And look what he's doing. Zelensky transfers $50 million to the UAE every month, obtained through corruption reports. What's up with this?
Well, and I shared this the other day, but Zelensky, when he bought that ranch in Utah or Montana or wherever,
I didn't know that. Maybe we did talk about it, but I can't believe that. That's crazy.
He's now the third or fourth largest landowner in the United States. Zelensky is, with our tax money, Chaz, our money. The only people that own more land than Zelensky is Bill Gates, who's killing all of our crops and spraying mRNA.
These motherfuckers suck, man.
And then China. And China owns all the land next to our military bases. He's the third largest. So the three largest landowners in the United States are all foreign countries. Well, I mean, Bill Gates is American, but he might as well be foreign.
Right. True that. We've been talking a little bit on this. What's your thoughts on how they manipulated and crashed silver, dude? That's JP Morgan and them taking that big ass fine for doing it. But anyway, this is going back saying silver price crashed on purpose. Again, what really happened? And in layman's terms, instead of us having to just read a whole freaking paragraph to you, JP Morgan, they knew how to manipulate it, and they got caught and they're getting fined. But guess who's hurting? Everybody that invested in silver. it doesn't matter if it's going to take a while to get back. And I know everyone's going to say it's going to get over 100. I hear that. Okay, I hear you. And there's no way. You've seen it all over the internet. There's no way they can stop us from getting to 100. You know, you've seen these little, memes or whatever. And that's true. That's true. But could silver be the silver bullet that sparks the actual reset? Think about this.
I mean, I believe so, Chaz. They tried to suppress it. They need to keep it under $75, but it didn't work. And one bank has already been liquidated.
Yes, and we've been talking about the heck yeah.
And they're all going to crash. It's going to spike. You know, I am shocked that they've kept it under 75 today. I thought today it would fly up because over in Japan and in China, Chaz, silver is trading for $85 an ounce. So the real price is not 72, right? Which is what I just looked at. That's not the real price.
What is it again? I'm sorry.
72.
72. Okay.
72.34. But overseas it's trading for 85 to 105 an ounce. So
holy crap, are you serious?
Yeah. And they have shut down all international transfers.
Is that why China, they started first reporting on China where they wouldn't allow their gold to go outside? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going to pop. I mean, it's going to pop over 85 probably.
Japan, they're saying it's 125 an ounce.
Yeah. Overnight. So it's gonna snap over 80, and it's probably going to be 85 to 90 by the end of next week, and by the end of this month, it'll be over $100, and it's going to crush. It's going to literally destroy the fiat system, and to be honest with you, it's going to force a reset one way or the other.
Well, seems like that's what they're doing
in Europe. Well,
right.
That's also pounds, right? I don't know the translation between pounds and dollars.
It'd be about the same. I think it would be around the same, like Japan.
About 75-ish, 72.
For us, yeah. I think it's easily going to be. I think it's easily over 72 over there in the EU.
Yeah.
But they're telling everybody it's slower. It's manipulation once more, but they're doing it because they control the information over there. Luckily, Nurse Recover knows that PPN is here, and you're able to let us know what's going on and boots on the ground. By the way, if you are watching, I know there's a ton of people actually now watching us from the UK. Guys, you can go to Patriot Shoot. Go to join.patriotshoot.com. You can hook up with Nurse to Recover. She is actually over the UK room, and we have that set up for you guys so as well. And if you're from another continent and you're in Patriot Shoot and you're wanting access to, I guess, your room, you're probably going to need to message me directly so I can actually make it. Okay. Just to be honest with you, as well as Gertrude, who's on the backside. We're redesigning all of Patriot Shoot entirely. So it's going to be a good thing. Trust me. And you're going to absolutely love it. Well, yeah, they're saying that Patrick Wood, I don't know who Patrick Wood is. Do you know who Patrick Wood is? I do not. But they say he's obviously somebody important. He says 2026 will be a rocky year. Keep your wits about you. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster. I think that's everybody's expectations now. Or even we're not going to give it that much more time. I feel that. Do you feel that, Dallas? I mean, that's what it seems like from we the people. Enough's enough.
Well,
and more people are starting to figure out that we might actually have to do something, and we're screaming that from the mountaintops.
I think we have until April for some absolute massive disclosure and accountability to take place, or to your point, Tea Party 2.0 happens. And it's, again, I said it the other day, the original Tea Party happened over a 3% tax. Our effective tax rate right now in the United States is roughly 80%. When you factor in the fact that we're taxed on everything, right? And what Nick pointed out, and again, the Haitians didn't, or not the Somalis didn't figure this out, right? This is an inside job, but the level of mass corruption is just bewildering. I mean, it is mind-boggling the amount of corruption that's taking place in every state on multiple levels, perpetrated by our state officials, right? Which is again, it goes back to the voter fraud, right? And the denouncing the election, decertifying the election. You're telling me there's not one person in all of government service that doesn't have enough self-integrity and self awareness to come out and say, hey, the whole system is broken. And I'm telling you because I'm a part of it. Like, I just don't get it, Chaz. I don't. Obviously, there's a reason that people like you and I aren't in those government positions, because I couldn't do it. Well, once I figured it out, eventually my conscience would either drive me to not be on this planet, or I would be forced to tell the truth. You know,
Right.
like I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's more of the same here, but we're going to change it up this year. We're about to have fun, buddy. I've got some things in the works for us. You can call it, I don't know. We're building an arsenal of digital certain things that it's going to be glorious. And look at this. Look what's happening. If Iran shoots and violently kills peaceful protesters, which is their custom, the United States of America will come to their rescue. We are locked and loaded and ready to go. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Now, earlier I was reporting Iran was reaching out to Russia, okay, for help. And obviously the United States knows they're doing that. This is coming out. We showed some videos earlier, or last night, excuse me. They're talking about protesters with AK-47s. Hello. Just want you guys to know this ain't protesting. This is a rebellion happening right now by Iran's people. And I saw where they were somebody was posting pictures in Arabic on X of women that didn't have all those burqas and everything else.
Yeah, the hijabs. No, I mean,
I remember that in middle school. I mean, that they were like that. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, everybody just started wearing. I thought it was Halloween from that point forward.
The people of Iran are rebelling. If Trump attacks Iran, he's a part of the problem, in my opinion, because the people of Iran are rebelling against the regime and taking back their country. This is all propaganda. This statement right here is propaganda from Israel, because Israel is the one that is firebombing children and women in Gaza that are protesting, and even Israel's own people are protesting what Netanyahu's doing. So I hope Trump is smarter than this, because the people of Iran are taking back their country just like the people of Nepal did. And Iran is not the enemy. And I hate to be the one to the bearer of bad news, but Iran is not the enemy. The people of Iran are not the enemies, and we need to bomb nothing else in Iran. We need to let the people of Iran take back their country, and we need to support them. Not the regime, but Netanyahu has been trying to get us to go to war with Iran for 30 years because he hates them. And that's part of his plan. And we can't give in to that. But yeah, good things are happening. I mean, Nepal took back their country. Iran taking back their country. I wish the people of Israel would step up a little bit harder, but they're protesting. They're protesting against Netanyahu. And now it's time for us to take back our country, Chaz, and do it peacefully. Do it by just not giving them our money anymore.
Elon Musk just posted this, or reposted a post about 2 minutes ago. It's funny we're talking about this, man. We must be reading people's minds, dude.
Or they're watching.
They are watching. And I love it when people don't know or try to act like they don't know who we are. and then all of a sudden they're doing reporting exact same thing that we are, and I freaking love it. I think it's a flattery, number one. Number two is I'm excited because we're at least getting people on the right page. And yeah, here it is. Look at this code. Was it 666? What the hell? Theft or bribery concerning programs receiving federal funds. Whoever, if this circumstance described, subsection, here it is saying being an agent of an organization or a state or local or Indian tribal government of any agency, therefore embezzles, steals, obtains by fraud or otherwise without the authority, knowingly converts that to a use of any person other than the rightful owner, or intentionally misables property that is valued $5,000 or more. So this is the law of Cornell. Let me bring this up.
I mean, this is saying that if you're in federal service and you allow fraud to take place under your watch, you're guilty of this particular
every time. You ready for this? Every $5,000 or more, every $5,000 in bail, you get, oh my gosh, you get 10 years in federal penitentiary.
And those people those Somalians in Minnesota were making $1.5 to $4 million a year.
Oh, that's 1,000 years right there. They're done. I mean,
every single one of them. If you're a part of it and you didn't come out and you didn't blow the whistle, you get to go to jail. Pam Bondi right here. This is a code. This is a statute. Get your FBI, get Kash Patel to uncross his eyes and leave his girlfriend, his country singing superstar girlfriend, and go do his job.
I've heard of her, and I live in Nashville. Just saying.
Wow, nobody's ever heard of her except for
that's obviously probably a plant within itself. Who knows, right? Crazy. It is what it is. It is what it is. What was it that we said again was the new slogan of 2020? Was it
put up or shut up?
Yeah, there we go. And did it go like I gotta put that up there on that. Just saying. Any final words, brother?
Yeah. No, just happy 2026. And it's the corruption is not Somalians. It's not black and white. It's not left and right. It's not Republican, Democrat. It is we the people versus the government, the corruption and the fraud of the government. Period. Right? It's that simple. It's time we take our country back and we take our money back because we work too hard for it, Chaz, and it's too hard to eke by while we're giving 50 to 60%, 70% to the government so they can send it to Zelensky so he can get $50 million a month to the EAU and buy property in the United States and become the third largest landowner in the United States. It's time we stop sending hundreds of millions and billions of dollars to Israel so they can pick fights and then let us go fight the wars.
Yeah.
I talked about we showed it on the show. 116 countries, right? Out of how many? It's like 80% of the countries in the world we subsidize with our tax dollars. That has to end. America first, America only, and let's take care of ours, and then we can solve the world's problems. But let's fix ours first, President Trump.
Amen, brother. Happy New Year to you and your family. We'll be talking to you. That's good,
buddy.
See you, man. Bye. Another one in the box, folks. Oh yeah. So, just to reiterate some things here. Number one, if you really want the truth and you're tired of being lied to, I'm going to suggest that you go to join.patriotshoot.com. Okay. Listen, that's all they're going to do. They're going to censor. They're going to lie to you. They're going to put other propaganda out there to mask what's really real. It's about time that we start taking information seriously that you're seeing everywhere. Very, very, very important. Also, folks, we got our Patriot project that we are just ramping up, starting off. It's awesome. Text your first and last name to 877-776-6391 right now, and you'll be contacted within the next 48 hours. We've got an amazing amount of activity from this, and I'm looking forward to what's about to happen. This is amazing, amazing blessings starting off the year with 2026, and that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Save the drama for your mama. God bless the Republic of the United States of America, and God bless you, Patriots. You, Patriots, you that are watching, you. God bless you. Without you, there wouldn't even be an America or world. See you tonight. Hi there, I'm Chaz Carter. Welcome to Patriot Shoot. If you're looking for a censorship-free platform where you can freely express your thoughts and connect with like-minded individuals, then you're in the right place. At Patriot Shoot, we offer more than just a membership. For just $8.99 per month, we provide you with daily intel, weekly giveaways, and access to our exclusive voice chat platform called Patriot Talk, where we have somewhere between 200 to 400 active members just on that alone, discussing a wide range of topics every single day. You'll gain access to our state groups where you can connect with members in your state at a grassroots level. Our community is all about open dialogue and sharing valuable information without the fear of being silenced. Whether it's discussing current events, giving advice, or personal matters, or simply connecting with others on Patriot Shoot, it is the place to be. So what are you waiting for? Join us today. Experience the freedom of speech and just fill out the form below and get started. We cannot wait to have you here with us, and welcome aboard.